not a facto, pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this, how about that? Pay attention to wax, you're free to see what that's like.
What up, gang? Ian Anderson, Corey Merle, Central Coast Disc Golf. Corey, up today, 2017 PDGA World Championships Round 2 league card. It does not get much better than this, my friend.
It does not, man. Out here at Fort Gordon Disc Golf Course. It's on a military base, man. There's tanks, there's helicopters, there's lots of trees.
Lots of trees, but not quite as many as yesterday. Like, that would be hard, though.
Definitely not. Yeah, no, not quite as many trees, but definitely a lot longer. There's 3 holes over 1,000 feet.
Wow, this is going to be fun to watch these guys bomb. And speaking of the gang, we got a really fun card today. We got MJ, Cam Todd, Chris Dickerson, and our reigning Masters World Champ, Johnny McCray, came out firing yesterday with a 12 down.
Dude, I can't even think about how a 12 down is possible at WR Jackson. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you got to make some great shots and stay out of trouble consistently, which is not easy to do. But tell us about hole 1, sir.
Yeah, hole 1, par 4. You'll notice that there is no drones, drone previews. There are no drones allowed on the course. Obviously, we're on a military base, so we're working with what we got. But like I said, par 4, 789 feet. It's a big straight to hyzer finish shot off the tee, and then a big left to right to get to the pin. Okay.
You trying to stay out of the brig, not flying the drone?
Exactly, man. I'm totally cool not being caught by the MPs.
Nice, man. That was Johnny McCray with a decent drive. That was Cam Todd with a better drive, I believe.
Absolutely. Cam Todd's really like right where you want to be.
Nice. MJ, he always looks like he's going to throw it about like 75 feet, and then it goes like 500.
I know. That crank just glides forever.
Yeah. In that case, though, caught a pretty early tree. Let's see if Chris can improve on that. Oh.
Yeah, there is that sneaky inside line. Kind of maybe just flex something stable over.
Yeah.
I kind of like how left he is, though. It gives him a kind of an open window to the basket.
Yeah, sure. Looking at MJ's second shot, and he really did not bet off enough on his first to get there, did he?
No, that was a 100% layup. He's just looking to get up and down for his 4.
Cool. Johnny is definitely attacking here with a big Sky Annie. Wow.
Yeah, that was huge. I don't know what that disc was, but that held that Annie that entire time.
Yeah. Hey, Johnny crushes, man. Chris also throws pretty dang far, laying out a roller. My man.
Yeah, it's a good play. It's a hard right finish. Yeah, just didn't quite get it to hold straight long enough.
Yeah, just need a little bit more upright angle on that laydown. Cam Todd biting off that roller line, or is he going Annie?
No, he's going Annie. It takes a lot to get it up and around those trees. It's a good, I mean, it's like a 400-foot Annie shot.
Oh, wow. MJ's going to lay in a beautiful Anheuser. Wow.
So touchy.
Oh, my goodness. His control is just second to none, man. So fun to watch him play. Cam Todd misses the birdie putt there. It looks like he got Johnny looking for his.
Ooh, little fancy little step putt there.
Yeah, little Yuli action. Chris, not an easy looking line here. Yep. I thought that tree was in the way. It turns out it definitely was. Ooh, wow.
That was a 50-50 on those mock X's.
It was, man, but that one settled in nicely for him. Cam is going to clean up a par here. I believe MJ has a drop in along with Johnny. Little par star here.
Yeah, it's interesting, man. A lot of different drives, a lot of different up shots, but everyone ending up with a 4.
Yeah, true. Johnny tossing it in. His signature overhand style.
I like it. Overhand and upside down.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Huh. There's his awesome wife, Jennifer McCray. Caddies for him. Travels with him all over the country. So cool. She's a really, really nice lady.
Yeah, she's been super cool hanging around with the car today. Just super friendly, super chatty. Great lady.
Yeah, I like her a lot. We got a 3-stroke lead for Johnny going into hole 2, Corey.
Hole 2, par 3, 426 feet. It's basically a huge Anheuser shot or a big power sidearm.
Okay.
Basket is sitting on top of a little knoll, I'll call it. So there is danger, running a putt or anything like that. But it's pretty straightforward hole, really.
All right. Johnny is ripping out that Annie you prescribed. A little short?
Yeah, just a little short. Yeah, exactly.
And that's a big pump, man, 426.
Yeah, you really have to have something ride it out the whole way, and ideally a little bit of flex to have it nestle on that hill.
Yeah, sure. Really touchy. Cam finishes almost pin high right. Gonna have a long look at it.
Yeah, just outside the circle, maybe.
MJ, no stranger to a beautiful Annie. A little too much, though?
Yeah. Just cut it off a little early. You got to get it down a good 330 feet to cut that corner. It's no easy task.
Not at all. Chris? Gets that late flex you were talking about, but still finishes a ways from the basket.
Yeah, him and Cam Todd hanging out.
MJ, probably throwing his banger GT. McCray for a 2.
Oof, basket again.
Yeah, good run, though. Oh,
Ooh, look at the stick.
dang, Cam. Cam's
Great
putting
putt.
is so funny, though, man. Like, he looks at the basket, and then he looks at the ground for a little while, and he walks up disc and just throws immediately.
Yeah, just slings it. And it's super hyzer putt, too. It's great.
Yeah. Chris comes up a little bit short. Gonna be taking a par. Here's MJ looking for his. He and Cam could not have more different putting styles.
I know, just pure pitch putt and pure spin putt.
Yeah, they both putt very fast, though, actually.
That is true. Dude, these three guys, not including Chris Dickerson, the other three are probably the 3 fastest players on tour. It was a bit of a struggle. You'll see a couple of these shots to get all the action in.
I don't doubt it, man. Yeah, MJ is really quick. Same with Johnny and Cam for sure. I haven't filmed Chris personally before.
No, Chris is honestly on the other side of that spectrum. Quite a slow and methodic player. I was actually really impressed that he was able to play at his own pace and not really get caught up with the fast play.
Yeah, sure. All right, taking us to hole 3 after that nice birdie from Cam, getting a stroke on the card.
Yeah, par 5. This is the first of the 3,000-foot holes here at Fort Gordon, and it's really precise off the tee. You can either go huge, and that'll give you a little bit more room for error if you can get it over all these trees, or you're going to try and peer that gap right up the middle and set yourself up for another big rip on your second shot, really.
Okay, so kind of aiming for Andy out there.
Exactly, and not aiming for where Cam is. That's right behind that wall of trees.
Gotcha. Whoa, Johnny, doing things, Corey.
Yeah, this is that big Annie line I was talking about. It really opens up after those trees, so there you go. It just kind of, you loft it up and let it fade in there.
Okay. MJ, no stranger to peer in a gap.
No, God, it's so pretty.
Was that his comment? I bet it was a comment. God,
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, it flew like a putter mid-range, something like that.
Yeah, it flew very comment. MJ, the best comment thrower in the entire world.
Yeah, he actually does not throw buzzes. He just throws comments for all the shots that he will.
Yeah. It's not even up for debate either. Like, don't come into the comment questions questioning that fact. All right, we got a good second shot from Chris right here.
Yeah, that is a rip, man. He is gonna do. Yeah, he bit a lot off there. He's
wow.
Relatively routine.
Yeah, he bombs. MJ.
A little bit over on the crank.
Yeah. Fought through that tree pretty well though.
Yeah, he'll definitely have a look as third shot there.
So Cam, after that unfortunate drive, going forehand roller.
Yeah, not often seen. Get out of the way. Oh my gosh.
Everybody busting out their jukes early. We're looking at Johnny's second shot after that really cool drive. And he put a good one on there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just turned it over a little bit.
Cam with the patent pending. I talked to Jamie Thomas today about that, and he filled me in, dude. So
okay.
Yeah, apparently it's a Billy Crump term. You were right about the Barry Schultz and the Ken Climo, but it was just the joke that it was patent pending, but it's a Billy Crump thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's interesting. All right.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah, for sure. Jamie Thomas of Spin TV, in case you are unfamiliar.
I was thinking skateboarder. That's why I was a little confused.
would be a shame if you're confused like Corey. Wow.
That was a great turnover shot, man. Putter all the way in.
Wow. Was that Cam doing work. Looking at Chris's third shot, going forehand.
Yeah, it plays really nicely to the forehand. That hill kind of rides up on your right.
Oh, yeah.
Gives you a little backstop that you can dunk it in. There is OB left. Again, it shouldn't come into play, but if you are going to leave some on that left side, those stakes are there.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Great shot by Johnny. And there is the turtle nut thing from MJ, right?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out exactly what it is other than it's his little totem that he puts on all of his minis.
Yeah, I think it's in memoriam for his dad or something like that.
Oh, that's really cool, man. I didn't realize that. That's great.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Here is Johnny for the bird. Oh, man. Him and Rick need to have like a speed gun on their pitch putts, man.
I know. I was just going to say, he gets like his full body in it. It's really cool from toes all the way to fingertips.
Yeah, absolutely. I like the fingertip reference for sure. It's truly remarkable. MJ, cool guys don't watch putts go in.
No need, man.
No. Or bombs. They just walk away. There's Cam making a good putt as well. And some beautiful slow-mo from our friend Brian Geis.
That whole...
I'll say the whole previews are really cool too. I like that.
Yeah, I agree. I think it really worked out. We were originally thinking, maybe still frames. We've done that in the past, but we wanted to try something new and see how it felt,
Yeah, I think it was really nice. Hole 4, par 4, 619. Where are we going?
We are going straight through this thicket of trees that you see right off the tee. And then really you're trying to go either left or right of that clump of the trees.
Okay.
Set you up for your not routine at all uphill second shot.
Wow, really intimidating tee shot right here.
Very much. I mean, it's hit the gap or you're in trouble.
And Johnny did just that, and he gets through the second thicket too.
That is exactly where you want to be. That is an incredible tee shot.
Wow, well done, Johnny. Chris, slightly turned over too much, Corey, or is that going to work?
It is slightly turned over too much, but he's through the gap, and that's really most of the work on the tee shot.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's not through the gap, unfortunately.
He is not, is he? MJ, you just know he's going to peer that gap.
I know, just busting out the Undertaker.
Really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, throwing it a lot out there today.
Nice. See if Cam can get himself out of trouble here, going back to that forehand roller.
Man, you know it's going rough when you're throwing forehand rollers out here.
He's already got 2 down in 4 holes. And I don't think I've ever seen him throw one before.
Behind another tree, too. It's just slow going for Cam today.
Sure is. I believe that was MJ's second shot.
Yeah, got caught up in the trees. He's going to have a pretty routine up and down, though.
Yeah, it looks like Chris is lining up a putter. Oh, big Annie.
Yeah, you need something to get out and around those trees. There's not much on that right side. You can see it's pretty guarded over there. So the shot is to get past that group of trees so that this left side opens up for you.
Yeah, just like Johnny's perfect drive.
Exactly.
All right, we're looking at Cam's third, and he's going to be taking a 5 most likely. Here is Johnny to try and get up and down for the birdie. Also taking that.
So smooth with those mercies.
Oh, come on, man. What a shot. Johnny just posterized this hole, Corey.
It was perfect, man. Perfect tee shot and then absolutely touch putter to the tee or to the pin.
Yep. You could have the worst putt ever and still card a birdie. Well, as long as it still goes in.
That's true.
Yep. Here's Chris. Oh, no. Just a little bit short.
Yeah, the camera really does a disservice to the elevation on this. It's significantly uphill.
Was it really? Yeah, it looks a little bit uphill, but yeah. The camera often lies in that regard.
Yes, this course has pretty brutal elevation change on most of its holes. It's a hike, dude.
Nice, man. I like that on course. I think it really, makes you test your game.
Totally, and test your stamina, which I was sweating my Dickerson off out there today. It was hot and muggy.
Awesome. Sweating your Dickersons off?
Exactly.
Yeah, nice.
always thrown Innova and competed with Innova. I don't think I'd be playing the sport if it wasn't for creating the disc itself and then just taking it to the next level over and over and over again. How great the discs are themselves. It's really gained my trust, and I don't think I would be here without Innova. I don't see myself doing anything else.
All right, Corey, big old thanks to Innova for getting us out to the PDGA World Championships in addition to the PDGA. And hole 5, par 3, 440. What are we doing?
Yeah, we are going downhill. It really reminds me, I would describe it as like a Colorado or like a mountain golf course hole. It's really cool. It's significantly downhill, so you're throwing something glidey, and you can take either this turnover line that Johnny's going to take, or the kind of obvious straight at it gap.
Oh, that's a good Bob Ross tree right there.
That was great backboard.
Yeah. It looks like Chris is going to bite off Johnny's line. Oh.
Not quite tight enough, yeah.
No. MJ? Throwing that comment.
Good Lord.
Go in.
It's just perfect.
I love it, man. Watching him and Trey throw comets is fun.
So impressive.
Trey McKelvey, if you're not familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Both throw comets, and they're both incredibly nice human beings.
Yeah, seriously, MJ, one of the most personable guys I've ever had the pleasure of filming, man. Such a cool dude.
Yeah, isn't he fantastic, man?
Yeah, couldn't be more pleasant.
Yeah, there's two types of people in the world, MJ fans and people that haven't met him yet.
Exactly.
Yep. There's Cam just pitching out, going to save his par. No forehand roller there. Johnny looking for the 2. Dude, he's channeling his inner Yuli today, but that one didn't drop for him.
I know he's living off that basket, too. I think this is 3 out of 5 holes now.
Yeah. We got some soldiers watching over there.
Yeah, remember, we are in a military base, so there was a lot of folks in fatigues and there was... Oh, no.
MJ. Oh, man. That was uncharacteristic.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen him miss a putt that close.
Yeah. Kind of like Paul in that hole yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, man, I don't think I've ever seen Paul miss a putt that short. But
yeah, it's unbelievably uncharacteristic, and it's funny too because he was crushing putts far longer than that.
Yeah.
I don't know, lack of concentration maybe.
Yeah, that's putting, man. It's gotta be on your toes all the time. Look at that, 0 oak, Corey.
Just so pure. It's incredible.
No wobble to be found here, guys. Par frame, which didn't look like we were going to have one of those after the tee shots, but it ended up that way. Hole 6, par 3, 239. A little shorty, Corey.
Yeah, this definitely feels like a must get after the last even 5 holes. Like literally every hole in this course. This one you have to get. 239 feet. Throwing over OB for most of it, but it's just putter right onto the green. There shouldn't be any problems here.
Cool. Johnny taking that hyzer line with a...
Yeah, just kind of ran himself into the one tree you got to avoid, really.
Gotcha. He's safe, though, right?
Oh, yeah, he's safe. It goes downhill a little bit, but that fence is the OB line, and he's fine.
Okay, cool. Chris with a pretty nice little park job right there. MJ? Looks like a banger.
Yep, that's what it is, and that's pretty much right where you need to be. He's left himself a little short, though.
Cam Todd just flipping that thing out there. That'll do.
Yeah, kind of a funky playing surface we have here. There's a lot of like sand mixed with, oh gosh, another one off the basket.
Honey. If this is the 70s, you could be 6 down.
Yeah, I know, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's got some dots.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot interesting playing surface. Sand mixed with pine needles, mixed with grass.
Yeah.
It's kind of like got a beachy vibe on some of the greens.
Yeah, sure.
It's cool.
Kind of reminds me of the Santa Maria course a little bit in California.
Oh, interesting. I haven't played there yet.
Yeah, check it out. It's great. 27 holes. Pretty fun. Here is a birdie from Cam after Chris and MJ carded one. So John E. losing a stroke to the card right there.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 is pretty typical there, if not 4 out of 4. Anybody who's playing open is that you have to get that one.
Yep, 3 feels like a bogey, no doubt. But Johnny's still with the lead. That's going to take us to another par 4 in hole 7.
Yeah, 564 feet, par 4, like you said. You wouldn't think it from the distance, but again, this is a huge elevation change. It's uphill the entire way, and you don't even have a clean line off the tee. Really, you're throwing a hyzer placement shot to set up for just a crush of a second shot.
Wow, so you really can't bite off too much, can you?
Exactly.
Chris on the box and throwing that hyzer you talked about. I mean, that's what you're trying to do right there.
That's pretty much perfect.
Okay.
Barring like ridiculous arm strength and in some sort of magic bounce, that's about as much as you get.
Right on. MJ catches a couple trees, but fought through at least.
Yeah, he's in position.
Nice. Johnny taking that higher line like Chris.
Yeah, way up there.
Wow. Hey, Johnny's got a cannon. Yep, he's hanging out with the young buck, Chris Dickerson.
Yeah, he does a great job getting his entire body into his throw.
Mm-hmm. Look at it, MJ. How'd that work out?
He's left side. He's pretty shrouded. He's definitely not where he wants to be.
Okay. It looks like Cam came up quite a bit short right there. Chris is going to go to his forehand on his second shot.
Yeah, I like this play. Lets you get elevated a little bit easier. Not so much pressure on throwing it up, you know?
Yeah, with an anti line that wants to go into the ground. There is Johnny piping one up the hill.
Or you could just stand still and park it.
Oh, Johnny, man. Wow, on
Hey,
point.
man's leading at the Worlds for a reason.
He is. He's playing super well. That was MJ with a nice third shot. I believe that was Cam.
That was Speedy Cam, as I call him.
There's Chris. Yeah, Johnny actually came out like a couple weeks early, and he's been practicing these courses for a while, Corey, and it's really showing.
Definitely. I was talking to a few folks on the tee, and they were saying that they saw him 2 weeks ago with 30 shields, just practicing and practicing and practicing, just getting it down.
Yeah, I thought he'd been here for a couple weeks, so yeah.
Yeah.
He's a smart man.
Yeah, you can tell he's really taking it seriously, you know. I mean, he's dedicated and passionate about winning, you know.
Oh, no doubt, man. You could see it in his win, World Masters last year, man. He was near tears, if not crying. It was really neat to see.
Absolutely, and kind of a unique situation this year. He could very well win Masters Worlds again after playing Pro Worlds as well.
Yeah, and if he wins this, he'll hold both crowns at the same time.
Oh, I love it.
Right, because Masters isn't until later.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, anyway, speaking of Johnny, got a stroke on the card right there. That's going to take us to hole 8, par 3, 288, going uphill again, Corey?
Yeah, no, not necessarily uphill, but through some trees. Definitely a MJ type of hole in the woods.
Cool.
Something flippy and puttery. It's quite the contrast from the last hole.
Okay, cool. Let's see how they do. Johnny on the box after getting that stroke on everybody. Yeah. Found some trees.
Yeah, it's that really touch turnover line, but you can't turn it over all the way. It's got to finish straight, if not on a little bit of a hyzer.
Yeah, good look from Chris there, but didn't really get that late fade you were talking about needing. MJ, just butter.
Just walking away. Who needs it?
Speaking of Billy Crump. Wow, what a shot. Cam Todd. Too much turn, Corey? Oh.
Too much turn, a little bit too much kick.
Yeah, gonna be short left. Here is Johnny, just gonna try and get up and down and save his par.
Ooh, barely missing the tree, using about all the real estate he could there.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Cam just gonna lay up too with that sloped green, playing it smart. Chris should be running this one though.
Oh gosh, off the top of the basket.
Needs to find that Goldilocks putt, man. He's low and now he's high.
Absolutely, but having said that, that's a great sit. That goes downhill quickly.
Oh, true, huh? And there's MJ getting a stroke on the card. Everybody's taking their turn. It's good sharing.
Yeah, it's respectable, man. Commendable, some would say.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else dropping in some pars. I love MJ's putt, man. Like,
I love everything about MJ, dude. It's crazy. I'm like, it's nuts. You film him one time, you know?
Yeah, dude. He just infects you with the like. He's so cool. All right, Johnny at 15 down. I think it'll take us to hole 9. Another 1,000-footer, Corey.
Yet another one, par 5. This one feels a little bit more gettable in 3 if you have that top tier open arm strength.
Okay.
It's far more open, and you can really let it loose. Really, the only danger is those, or I should say, are those woods on the right side. So as long as you're playing it to the center and not try to bite too much off and turn one over, maybe a roller gets away, you should be okay.
Huh. Beautiful throw from MJ. Just getting every inch of disc out of that flight.
Yeah, that's perfect. Well, not perfect, but that's great.
It's funny to watch MJ just so casual, and then Johnny just like brute forces it.
Absolutely. And, to his credit, Johnny, I'm sure, could, outdrive him by a little bit, but it's so negligible.
Yeah. Chris Dickerson throwing a hyzer flip. He'll get some fade.
Yeah, as a headwind picked up like 10 seconds after he threw, you could really tell it was maybe halfway up the fairway at the time.
Mm-hmm. Does that go in the woods, or do you stay out for the most part?
50-50. It is pretty thick woods, so you have to dive in. But he's got to look.
Okay, you can see him right here. He's gonna lay down a roller. It looks like Cam, the headwind died for him because he finished way left.
Exactly, and he kind of was grabbing some grass and throwing it up, questioning it.
There's Speedy Gonzalez himself.
Yeah, this is one of those fairways where competitors could be, 300 feet apart.
Yeah, you need like 4 camera guys on a fairway like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. MJ with his second shot. He's going to have a half go look at a 3 there. After 2.
Yeah, and just the important part is he's just dead center of both shots.
He is right, yeah. Really well put. Johnny throwing a beautiful Annie with some late flex. That's well done.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but that was that same disc he threw on hole 2. It just holds those Annies so nice. Probably a saint or something.
Yeah. Oh, stay out of there. That was Chris's third. Gonna be throwing 4 from the woods. Here is Cam's third. That should work for a birdie.
Exactly. It's a pretty forgiving green, we'll say.
Yeah.
There's really not much danger other than those trees right in front of your face.
Great up by Michael. Here's an eagle run from Johnny. That's another drop-in birdie for our leader.
Oh.
No, come on.
Good Lord, that was been a huge one out of the woods.
Talk about going back in time. That one used to count too, I think.
Really?
Maybe. I'm probably just making that up, actually.
All right, I like it.
Yeah, there is Johnny for a birdie. Oh, Chris.
Man, you could see that gallery in when Cam Todd was putting, walking behind us.
Uh-huh.
We had maybe 6 people watching our card and 100 people watching Macbeth's and Simon's chase card.
That's too funny.
It was ridiculous.
Come on, people. Get your act together.
That's what I'm saying.
Follow that lead card.
Follow Ricky's card. Come on.
Or Ricky's card. There's Chris laying down that roller that would end up in the woods. There's 3 nice birdies. Chris have to settle for the 5 after hanging out in the bushes a little bit. But no shaving a par. And Corey, that's all we got for part 1, man.
It is. A lot of action, a lot of shots, a lot of elevation. This course really has it all, dude. The back 9 gets really nasty, too. We go into the woods a little bit. A lot of elevation in the woods. It's tough.
Cool, man. I can't wait to watch it. Again, thanks to our sponsors for getting us out here. Got to give Levi Wilcox a shout out, Sam Ferens, Dave Dunapace, the man himself. Huge
Legends,
thanks.
all of them.
Yeah, for sure, man. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys in part 2.